Pokemon that can be impossible to catch. Back in the early 2000s, there was a tiny ice-type Pokemon in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald that most players never even saw, as its name was Snorunt, and the real challenge behind it came from something way more frustrating than its catch rate, since Snorunt only appeared in Shoal Cave, so you could only reach its floor during low tide, which happened at very specific times in the game clock. But this is where the catching it suddenly gets a lot harder. You see, Shoal Cave changed every few hours, so if you did not go during those exact low tide windows, the entire lower floor stayed blocked by water, as that meant no ice room and no Snorunt at all. So players had to wait for the game clock to hit those short 6-hour windows while racing down 3 floors just for a 10% chance of finding it. But even then, the worst part was still hiding underneath all of that. The thing is, these older game cartridges ran on a tiny internal battery that controlled all the clock-based events. So when that battery eventually died, the tide in Shoal Cave froze forever, which meant that your game could freeze during high tide, as that meant the entire ice room stayed permanently locked. So if that was the case for you, Snorunt became completely impossible to catch on that save file, and no clock changes, no tricks, and no resets could fix it, and your chances of catching Snorunt were simply gone forever.